Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome back to the channel. It is Friday, April 9th, 2021. I'm Joseph, Crypto Sonar, and you're watching live commentary of the stock markets. We have options expiration today. We'll go over some precious metals, palladium, platinum, silver, gold, and we'll be covering options expiration as well as the stock market. And two streams today. First one is we're up right now. We've got about 7 minutes left until the market opens. And let's take a look at where we're going to be. Let me turn that down just a little bit so I can hear a little easier. There we go. All right, we have the dollar is up right now. The dollar is up. We have the 10-year treasury is up. The 30-year treasury is up. So what that means is the following. Dow is looking to open up 61. The VIX is up 0.3 on a sharp rise within the last half hour or so, or last hour or so. We have the S&P looking to open up down 2 points, and we have the NASDAQ looking to open up down 68. So looks like a little bit of a mixed open again. The S&P down a little bit, the Dow up, and the NASDAQ down a little bit. I have my coffee, so I'm ready to go. And what we have over here on the bottom part of the screen, again, the top frame right now is the S&P 500 mini futures, and then the bottom screen is the NASDAQ 100 futures. Hold on a second. I'm going to adjust the light. It is glaring me. What's up? There we go. Much better, I think. Hold on. Well, there we go. Had a glare, so I got to get these lights just right so the glare doesn't get me. All right, so we will. We're gonna come out of this one and we'll get this one ready to go with the S&P 500 once it opens on the top, and then we will have the VIX, which is the volatility index, down on the bottom once it opens, and then those two will match up with each other. Okay. We'll go into what's going on here. Again, we'll have the S&P 500 heat map. That'll come out 15 minutes after the open. I still can't find a live one. Sorry, those are 15 minutes delayed. Economic calendar, significant drop off next week in J&J vaccine shipments in the U.S. I'll talk about that a little bit. Apparently, they're delaying. There's a delay in some of the shipments. So they're anticipating basically instead of 10 million doses, about 1 million for next week. So there you go. Let's see. PPI for March came out at 1%. They're expecting 0.4, so that's a beat. Wholesale inventories didn't come out yet. And then we have the Dallas Fed president apparently speaking twice. So there you go. Gas prices, 287, so down to 286 now. And we'll look at oil as well. So those have dropped a little bit. Still 392 in California, 319 in Oregon, 333 in Washington, 306, and then New York, Pennsylvania, both still below $3 a gallon. Fear and greed index is off the charts. 81, extreme greed. Last week we were 58. Yesterday we were 63. So we'll see how that looks for the market. I went ahead and got the desktop application for my monitor for my trading program, my charts program. So TradingView does come with a desktop application as well. And let's get into and let's see what some things are going to open up at. All right, so we have AMC in a pre-market right now. This is all live pre-market, is down 9 cents. GameStop is down 66 cents. ARCX is down 4 cents. Palantir had a nice run. I should have held it yesterday. Trading down just a little bit, about 3 cents to 23.38. Rocket Mortgage looking to open up down 2 cents. Tesla looking to open up down 5. Some of the other movers, Apple looking to open down 77 cents. AMD down 45 cents. Boeing might look at a scalp on that today. Looking to trade down about $4.45. And we got 3 minutes until the open. Boeing production issue prompts Southwest to pull some 737 MAX jets from the schedule. Boeing on Friday asked some of its operators of 737 MAX jet to fix a potential production issue related to an electrical power system in the aircraft, prompting Southwest to remove 30 MAX jets from its schedule. It wants 16 of its customers to check and verify that a sufficient ground path exists for a component of the electrical power systems. Said by email, Boeing said that this issue was not related to a key safety system. We're working closely with the US FAA. We're also informing our customers of specific tail numbers. And Southwest says 30 of its 58 were affected. And so that, along with some defects from 787s in the past, are causing Boeing to open up quite a bit down today. So we'll see if we're gonna scalp that or not. Depends if we get other news on it or not. Okay, Ford is looking to open up down 22 cents. 2 minutes until open here. Intel down 13 cents. Microsoft down 47 cents. Nvidia down 268. And see some other ones. Amazon looking to open up 570. Chevron down. GM down. So mostly down day. Roblox down 27 cents. And we have options expiration as well. USO down. Workhorse down. US Steel up 8 cents. And ExxonMobil down 7 cents. So basically flat. So we'll take a look here at what these are going to open up at. Real quick, Bitcoin is up $508 at 58,585, and Ethereum is down a little bit to 2077. So not a big deal. We'll go to the Dow, and we should be coming right up on the open here. And there we go, market open. All right, so right out of the box, we have the Dow up 74.4. We have the S&P basically flat, down 1. And then we have the NASDAQ down 41. So we'll keep an eye on this stuff. Stay out of there. He's not even in there. He's downstairs working. So again, when you get a first chart open on this, it'll look a little goofy with a 30 second chart. VIX is at 17.3. So again, that's up 0.3. NASDAQ. Let's take a look at where's my Boeing at? Let's see what Boeing's going to do here. If it's going to sell off or it's going to bounce back. It should bounce back. Yeah, there it goes. And let's see here. Come on. Hope you're all having a good morning today. Heather over there on YouTube, good morning. I hope you have a phenomenal day. Love your stream. Thank you very much. Appreciate you tuning in for the stream. And have yourself a fantastic Friday as well. Okay. And let's get this loaded up, ready to go. All right, so Boeing again down 455. We're going to keep an eye on this one for a minute. Got the initial pressure coming in. Again, people are selling on that news. They're saying it's a non-safety safety thing, but we'll see. Yeah, let's go to this. Why is my Schwab account acting goofy? All right, down 486, 250. AMC opened up 11 cents down. Jimmy down 92 cents. Let's watch Tesla. There we go. Oh, I have to get out of that. All right. And take a quick look here. I want to look at something here real quick. Come on. Back up to Boeing here. All right, S&P up 7, or up 1 point. Dow up 90, Nasdaq down 56. I'm gonna look and see what Boeing is gonna do here. What's volume? 1.2 million shares on an average volume of 14. There's a doji. Doesn't know what it wants to do here. Okay, I am in 250 shares of Boeing at 250.39. I may add some more here. There's a drop. This is going to be a longer day hold, by the way. I'm not looking for anything right off the bat. $255 yesterday. $253. $250. Again, we're in 250 shares at 250.39. I didn't get it at the absolute bottom. Right where it's at right now. Boy, the spread is all over the board. May break below 250 a little bit here. I don't think it's going to, though. I missed it. I had one in for another 250 at 250.18. It didn't give it to me. Might get it here. And I'm filled. Okay. Filled me at 18. So now I have 500 with an average cost basis of 250.28. Because Boeing. All right, so that is a $125,000 position with Boeing. Currently up about $300 on it. There's a push. Looking for probably about 253 or so. I get 253 out of it. Why? Because it's Boeing, because I know the company. All right, up about $1. So we're up about $600 now. It's one of those like Palantir, you buy the dip. The news is already out. The news is going to flush. They're going to fix it. Again, the story out today on Boeing. Check and verify a sufficient ground path exists for a component of the electrical power system. It was not related to a key safety system called MCAS. Again, them saying, putting that sentence there, that's very specific. Read that again. A Boeing spokeswoman said by email that this issue was not related to a key safety system called MCAS, which had led to the wider safety grounding. They're saying it's not related to MCAS. They're saying not related to the safety side of MCAS, but it's an electrical system. So if it doesn't have a ground, an electrical system doesn't have a ground, that sentence there is very specific to make it look like it's not a safety issue, even though it's electrical, and it is. 251.50, so we're up almost $700 now. We can, sorry about that. We can talk about my mistake yesterday. You guys want to talk about that? Anybody know what my mistake was yesterday? My mistake yesterday was Palantir. I bought Palantir and made about $600 on it. And then it turned around, and after I got out of it, right around here, it took off and ran. But I bought it as a scalp. I didn't buy it as a hold. I bought it as a scalp. So now we're just playing Boeing off the bounce, and it's settling down here a little bit. Let's see here. Well, we got 500 total. Up about $800. See if the 3-minute gave it a buy. No buy yet on the 3-minute, getting close. 1 minute gave it a buy yet. 1 minute gave it a buy, blue cross on the red. But again, this is on a 1 minute chart. So you ignore this first stuff and you look at this and you say, okay, volume catching up to a little bit of this here, but not quite. So that might be problematic, which is why it hasn't given a buy yet on the 3-minute signal. On the 3-minute, blue well below the red, not into an oversold condition yet. And we're looking at the 30-second chart here. 251.80. Might take a little off here. Boy, those spreads. The spread's about 12 cents. 81 to 75. Crazy. Market makers right now are making bank on this arbitrage spread. They're making bank, which allowed me both times to get filled on the ask side. Okay, a little bit of a doji there. 51.88. See the volume. 2.1 million out of 14 million. Wow. So it's already traded 15% of its volume in the first 13 minutes. A little bit of a doji there. Okay, took a little profit there. Took 100 shares off, still on 400. I think we're gonna hold these for a while. Let me see, Palantir. What are you doing? Yeah. AMC down 16 cents. Sorry. GameStop down 227. Again, GameStop trades options on the $5. AMC trades on the 50 cents. Every 50 cents for an option. Tesla down 677. Still don't have the heat map yet. Back to Boeing. What did I sell that one at? 57, right? 251.60 is I took off 100 shares there. So it should turn around and push back up. It's still going to have a buy on the 3-minute, or not yet, but forming. 1 minute, took away the buy signal on the 1 minute. Hasn't given a sell yet, and it's camping. Rest of the Dow was up 116, Nasdaq down 54, S&P up 3. I'm running the desktop version of the software, so I have to flip to a browser now to look at this stuff. We've got about another minute to go on this. Come on. 251.71. ExxonMobil coming back a little bit? What's going on here? It is. ExxonMobil is up. I was wondering why my options are out to May 7th. I've got 40 call options at 60 for ExxonMobil. So I would like to see them go up a little bit here. All right, 251.81. So they're absorbing. Everybody's absorbing the news right now. Is what's going on here. So anybody that called their customers before market, or people that held it and want to take profit maybe off of yesterday, is possibly looking to take a little bit of profit today, which is okay. Remember, profit is a profit if you take it. A profit is not a profit if you hold it. It is an unrealized gain. All right, there's a nice little push there. Thanks, Exxon. I'm like, why am I up $1,000? My Exxon options are up. Whoop, whoop. All right, what else we got going on here? Those are up. $251.03. Then come on, go back over this way. I took 100 shares off at 251.60. Filled on those. I got 300 left now. At 250.94. We got 300 left here. All right, pressure's coming in here. Flattening. Dow up 91, Nasdaq down 49, S&P up 3. I have 300 shares left of Boeing. I took 200 off at profit. That moves my cost basis down to 250.21 is my cost basis on my remaining 300. What? You were just outside. You gotta wait a second because I gotta decide what I'm gonna do with this trade. Then we're gonna take our profit and get out. All right, let's see here. 250.97, 251. And again, don't do what I do. You will lose all your money. Or I'll sell it, take my profit, take my $600, $700, $800, and then it'll go up $3 from there because I didn't hold it. I didn't swing trade it. Okay, there's a jump. All right, so I'm gonna leave that for a second, let that sit. I'm gonna go take it, let her outside. I have no stop loss, but I think I'll be okay for 5 minutes. Probably not. I'll probably burn. Be right back. You gotta go potty? Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let's go outside. Come on, outside. Did I lose all my money? No, I didn't. It's up. I should have held those other shares, huh? Still no buy on the push to 252. I still have 300 shares, and we're gonna hold on to that. And again, I'm looking. Let me take you out to the 5-minute. Show you what I was looking at. So I was looking at this in the pre-market when I was up earlier, and I woke up middle of the night and was looking at it, and I think it was right around here. And I checked the news, and I read the thing, and I was like, that's kind of interesting. And should I buy some? And I said, no, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna go back to sleep because the news ain't gonna hit. People aren't gonna jump out until the market opens because they're not gonna get the news until they wake up. So I didn't put it in an order here. Waited, got up, got dressed and everything, and then that's where we're at. So I'm gonna remove the externals and say where are we at compared to yesterday. So everything else aside, 249, and I got in at 250, a little bit above the low for yesterday. The high for yesterday, 254.11, right around there. So you could say, okay, if we come back to this resistance level here, or this support level here, that's why I said 253. So that's what I was looking at as far as a scalp, but a little bit longer of a scalp. So bought some in here, ran up a little bit, took a little profit in here, took 200 shares off in profit. So I can't go backwards on the trade unless something drastic happens and the news is already out. So my 300 shares I have left are at a cost basis of 250.2. So that's got me up. I'm up another $600 plus the 400 or whatever I made on the other 200 shares I already sold and took a profit on. So I have no problem locking in profits. It's the most emotionally tough decision because well, that's not the toughest. Toughest is holding on to something that's losing and not letting go of it to go find another opportunity and kick it out of your brain. And I have losses just like the next guy has. They happen. It's the market. As soon as you think you know what it's going to do, it's going to burn you and go the opposite direction. And that's part of the game. Nice. My ExxonMobil is doing really well right now. My options. Those are up today. My options, my $60 call options are up 9% today. Up $260 on those. Again, 40 call options at 60. And let's see if they had anything. I'm watching Boeing here. 252.34. Okay. I'm going to keep an eye on it. I don't have a stop loss. And the reason why sometimes I don't use stop losses and put limit stops in is because I don't want the algorithms to know where I'm willing to sell it at. I'm in front of the computer. I don't mind watching the stock. I have it live on my laptop right now. I have Boeing up. I have 300 shares preloaded to sell at any time. All I gotta do is hit a button. But it allows me to look for other opportunities at the same time. So because I did free up some money, the amount that I put in my head to work with each day. And it depends on what's going on with the markets and what the expectations are for the day. Again, we have options expiration today, which is why we have a mix. I'll show you the mix here. Let's go into the heat map. Again, mostly dull, but looking at from the sectors, you have tech down, you have microchips down, all the big techs are down, and that's why the Nasdaq is down 43. Not a whole lot, 0.3%. The S&P is up 5 and the Dow is up 106. Dow is being led by the financials and then also the energies a little bit, healthcare a little bit, et cetera, et cetera. So that stuff is going as well. I have to click back on this again. All right, so go ExxonMobil, go. Up $300 on that one now. Hey, we're having a good day. I hope you guys are having a good day too. All right, Boeing 252.66 again. I'm looking at 253, but if it breaks through this means, look, I know Boeing. I live outside of Seattle. I've been following and tracking this thing. I made a bucket load of money last year off of Boeing just trading it. And those were mostly swing trades. But some of them were daily. Some of them making $3 on 1,000 shares, making $3-4 grand a day on some of those buys. Depending. Because it was bad news, I didn't know with the mix of the market, which is why I only went in with 500 shares instead of 1,000. Usually if I do Boeing, I'll go 1,000 shares. But I still have, like I said, I still have a couple of USO leaps. I've got 40 calls open on this one as well, in this account. So got a little bit working. So overall today, let's see here. And okay. All right, let's look 252.03, huh? All right, what are you doing here, Boeing? Market's turning just a little bit. 251.97. Bid to 252. Goes 251.97 to 252.21 like that. Crazy spreads. Nice little line here, but again, this is a 30-second chart though, so you can't get excited on it, and you don't have enough information. It finally went back on a 3-minute and put a buy in back over here, 251 when it dipped. So the 3-minute has a buy on it. I've got a sell order ready to go at 150 shares. But this doesn't bother me a whole lot. Knight, good morning to you over there on Twitch. Good to see you this morning. Hope you're having yourself a fantastic, great day. Yeah. Volume, the selling volume is a little bit lighter, but I've already got profit, right? Overall market sentiment, S&P is coming back. VIX 17.1, so it is 0.2 lower or higher than what it was. There we go. Still holding. No sell on the 3. Gave a sell on the 1. Let's camp it out. Again, the volume, looking at the volume, looking at the MACD doesn't, because I'm on a 30-second chart. Getting close into oversold here, which would normally be, hey, buy some more shares back at a little bit lower price than what you sold them at. Did I though? No, I sold those at yeah, I sold 100 at 251.60, and then I sold another 100 at 250.94. So I'm not buying more shares at this price. I'll hold my 300 instead. All right, Palantir. That looks a little choppy, huh? AMC down 18 cents. GameStop down $1.30. Almost went through my whole cup of coffee already. Half hour in. Oh, I had my externals turned off. I was like, why does the chart look goofy? There we go. We'll leave them on for a little bit. 251.30. Yeah. My trading view lags my Schwab screen by about a half a second. So I'm looking 251.40. There's a drop. Okay, I'm out. All right, so that was about $900 total that I made on that. So no longer own Boeing. And technically, I could be done for the day. Unless we turn around and buy it back. There's my confirmations. Let me turn that off here. All right, so we got out there at 251.30. The other 300, and the 251.30, 251.30 minus 250.21, $1.09 times 300. So about $327 on that one, plus the 400 on the other one. So about $750 is what we made. All right, let's move it on. All right, so Tesla's down 7. Let's check the heat map here. And a little bit dull across the board, right? So from the average side of things, NASDAQ down 32. So Dow Jones is up 95. Oops. NASDAQ Composite down 32. And the S&P 500 going to the moon, up 7. So a little bit of a mix across the board with everything, but a lot of the tech is mixed. Amazon just turned positive on the day. Microsoft and Apple just turned positive on the day. All the chip companies are down just a little bit, pennies. Oracle's up on the day. Home Depot, Lowe's is up. Energy is up. Banking and financial is up. So you do have a mix on the day here. But the S&P keeps going up 7 points on the S&P. The VIX volatility index is at 17.2. That's up 0.1 since last time we looked at it. Ford down 5 cents. Let's go down to my ExxonMobil. That's pulling back a little bit now. Still up $180 on the option on the day. So it went from being up 9% on that to up 6%. Still a decent day. So it looks like we're starting to pull back just a little bit on some of this stuff. 250.89 now on Boeing. Again, I sold the other 300 shares at 251.30. Now we're going to see what it wants to do here. And I may jump back in again and pick up another 250 at a lower price. We'll see how far it goes though. Let's see if there's anything else here. Southwest Airlines removes more than half of 737. Boeing recommends carriers address electrical problem. Alaska Airlines says it has temporarily removed all 4 of its 737 Maxes. Boeing falls on concerns. Boeing asks airlines to check. Boeing possible electrical. Update 2. Boeing production issues. Southwest Airlines removes. Boeing confirms recommendation. Boeing recommends. Blah 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 blah. All that other stuff. So they're just regurgitating now. They're just continuing pushing the stories out. So as long as they're doing that, I'm good with that. Like I said, I made my money on it. Made about $750 altogether on it. So definitely a good trade. Made sense on the day, buying it down here, riding it up, taking a little profit, holding it, didn't sell it up here. And then was it 251.30? And got out here. So I got out right here as it was waffling because I had a feeling it already broke the other line. I'm sure on the 3-minute it gave a sell too. Yeah, it gave the sell. Where did it give the sell at? 251.86. But it was probably lagged by a candle. Or it may have put it in over here. So I should have sold it a little bit earlier than I did. But Spidey Sense gut comes into play. I don't care who you are. You can have all the rules you want. Sometimes you're gonna go slightly askew of what you're looking at to front run what the chart's telling you is going to happen. So definitely a good move getting out of that. Again, the shares I sold at 251.30 had a cost basis of 250.22, I think. So definitely a good move there. Sell volume, other than this candle here, didn't break these. So that would suggest that maybe it's going to come back up to 251.50. So maybe another dollar upside the other way. If it holds, yep. Watching it. Okay. In at 250.50, 250 shares. So back in on Boeing. And I could get burned here, so I got to watch this really, really close here. Yeah. But that's okay. We might, let's see here. Might have been a little early. 250. Again, 250.50 is what I picked up, 250 shares. I've got another order ready for another 250 if it drops down again. And again, the reason why is if you look at initially, forget about these first few candles, and you look over here, you got really good support at 250.50, which is right where I'm at. But there's risk in that it could go the other way. But I should be able to get another 250 bucks off of this. 250.59, there's 55, 59. So now it's waffling, right? Now it's going to decide. So I got to be careful here. So it's about, I've got 62,732 at play. 62,637 buy. Okay, now I'm up 40 bucks. Ooh. So 250.5 is what we're in at. 250 shares of Boeing. Spreads are crazy on this. Market makers are making bank. They're making bank on this stock. 59 by 6. You got a freaking 6-cent spread. Every million shares traded, that's $60,000 a market maker's making. But that's their job. It's their job to provide liquidity. They're gonna, and if people want to trade, there's a lot of arbitrage going on right now. All right, 250.75 up 45 bucks. What I sold those other ones at, 251.30 is when I sold. Bought 250 back at 250.55. I'm trying to get to 251.50, trying to get a buck out of it, which would be another 250 bucks. Oh, no, it's breaking again. So what I was looking at also is when I bought those here, you see this candle? Let me check this out here. A little bit bigger, pull it up. So I looked at this candle, which was ever so slightly above this candle. And then on the turn is why I picked it up at 250.50. That's why I bought it there. And that's based on a very, very guess that it was building support here from prior after the dump on the open. 250.95. Go to auto. So is this candle right here? This is the one that got me to buy. Make it a little bit bigger here. Is this one right here? This one right here. And you could say, well, what happened to this one? Well, because I waited one, right? 250.50 I bought on this candle. It was green. And I got it at 250. It might have been this one, 250.50. What time was that at? Hold on, I can tell you. $7.36. What? Oh, 10 was 07. Yep, right here. So when this one broke this one ever so slightly, and this started to turn into a little bit bigger of a doji, that's when I got in. So, up $87. I didn't do a lot. I did 250 shares of it. So not a whole lot. So up about $100 on this one. And again, on a scalp, you can turn around and sell that off. Or you can wait and see if it's going to do what you think it's going to do. All right, the 1 minute probably gave us another. Nope, no buy signal on the 1 minute yet. Still operating on the sell on the 3 minute. So operating on the sell on the 3 minute, it's going to It's got to break this candle up here, 251.34 or so, but it's struggling with this 251. Go to auto here. Volume is interesting. Right there, it's just a little bit less than this candle here. What are you up 110? Oops. Wrong system there. 251.02. There we go. Break that thing. Break it and go up. Let's go. Dow is up 70 now. Pulled back a little bit. S&P pulling back just a hair, but still up 6. NASDAQ coming back of 15. I might have missed that one. Still up 50 bucks. All right, we got a little bit of a sell-off starting to happen here. What do we got? Prince Philip died over in the UK, if you hadn't heard that yet. First White House budget proposal to preview Biden's goals. Okay, who cares? Ballot counting resumes in UN elections. Amazon's going to win that battle. Boeing production. U.S. producer inflation firms in March as prices increase broadly. Oh, there's a nice pop. There you go, Boeing. I was ready to sell. See, that's why I walked away for a second. I knew I was right, and I'm gonna look at the news as I'm down like $12 and I go up $30, and then this happens. Thank you, Boeing. Now we're up 208, 296. What did I say? 252, right? Yeah, I'm already past $250 in profit. Up 300 now. Again, you know, when I scalp, I look at companies I'm familiar with. I'm looking at patterns. I'm looking at I'm past news stories for a few years on what happens when news comes out, and then you take all that from the time the pandemic started, and you erase all that past knowledge because none of it matters anymore because of the pandemic coming in, and having to deal with the reality of that. Right, so this is twice. The first time we had 500 shares and we made about 700 bucks. Now we got 250 shares. I'm up 350. And what did it get up to last time that I didn't sell it at? 252. What's the high in the day? 252.84. Gave a sell signal of 252.38. It's got to break this right here, right? It's a 30-second chart though, but you can use it for, I call it, you know, mini support and resistance, right? So it's got to decide if it's going to break this candle here, 251.98, emotional level at 252, which is why it's flattening a little bit. Slightly lower low, but still a higher, or slight higher high, but a little bit, or sorry, higher lows. All right, there we go. I'm dropping again. S&P starting to come back just a little bit on the turn. Good volume here, guys. Really good volume, which is why I'm still holding. I've got 100 shares ready to go to sell possibly. But that was decent volume. You know, we're 5 divided into 12. We are 40 minutes in, or 50 minutes in. 48 minutes into the market, we've got 41% of the average volume on Boeing. There's my 250, see? Okay. 3 minute should have had a buy. Yeah, there's a buy on the 3 minute. You got the blue crossing the red here, so just got to be patient. There's a doji after 2 reds. This might, it's deciding what's it gonna do, what's it gonna do, what's it gonna do. It just doesn't have the confidence, does it? I missed it. I put in an order to sell the 250 at 251.32. I didn't get filled. All right, I'm going to cancel that one. So still up a couple $100, up 178. So if it's going to bounce off of here, see? Yep. Should have sold it. All right, so we'll have to wait for the next wave. All right, so Dow is now turning. NASDAQ down 11, Dow only up 39, S&P up 4.74. What's my cost basis on these? 250.55. I'm up $50. This might turn negative on me. I missed it. I should have jumped out over here. I was hoping that based on this one here, it would turn and go back north again based on volume, right? You still got low volume here, so I might hold on to these. I might hold on to these, see what happens. I'm basically flat on it. I'm up like $70 on this buy. Not anymore. 250.55 is what I got these shares at. 250 shares. So 0.55. If it breaks, boy, that's all over the place, isn't it? That's scalping. No other news other than what we already know. Now it's just airlines remove 737 MAX jets. All right, let's look at the other ones really quick here. Dow is up 54 now. NASDAQ coming back, down 15. And the S&P is positive. So you got 2 out of the 3 positive, and the NASDAQ is clawed back to only being down 16. So that's looking a little bit better. Up $50. I might pick up some more here. Let me see what happens. I'm going to see if it... Where's my 3-minute buy? What did it have as a buy before? 83. Still on the 3-minute, still on the buy. Of course, as soon as I say, hey, I might buy some more, it goes up. versus I just bought and then it goes down and then it goes up. So up about $100 now. There we go. And then you question yourself. You say, oh, should have bought another 250 right here. Oh, had the chance. Except your volume. Again, this was a good volume push. Up about $1 more than where it's at right now. Your spreads on this are just unbelievable. You got 8 and 9 cent spreads, and typically this thing has a 1 to 1.5 cent spread. I see some dark pools going on with it. So I'm seeing a lot of decimal places here. Oh, by the way, we're wearing our Diamond Hand shirt today. There we go. But we don't Diamond Hands anything when we're scalping. And this is why. It's going to give a sell on the 3. Yep, there's a sell on the 30. And I'm about to go negative. And there I am. Now I'm negative. Just for a second, though. All right, let's see here. S&P 500 is camping. The VIX is camping. S&P is up 4. Dow is up 55. Nasdaq is down 14, but the Nasdaq is trying to claw back. Yeah, there's a drop there. $50.29. Oh, big drop. Yeah, see, now I'm down $60. But let's watch it. Let me see here. Let me get rid of this thing here. $250. Gotta be careful. Right here. There we go. All right, picked up another 150 shares at 250.27. I might pick up another 150 if it drops. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, it's going to take below 250 here. This volume should have held it, but it didn't. All right, so let's see here. 250, 249.93. All right, Nasdaq's turning south. Hold on here. Dow's up 50, S&P is up 2, Nasdaq's down 25. Stupid thing. Come on. My cost basis now. So I have 400 shares now. I've got a pending order at 249.94 to buy 150 shares. ExxonMobil just turned negative. Or they're negative on the day. Where they at? Because I just saw my option thing pop up. down 26 cents. Okay, that's all right. Where you at? Okay, that just filled, and I might look at. So now I'm 550 shares long. 550. Well, hold on. What? Yeah, 550. Okay, S&P. The VIX is holding though. VIX is holding at 17.3. All right, 250.26. My break even is 250.2543. Check the heat map. All right, so again, you've got tech starting to come back a little bit, where the NASDAQ is only down 33 right now. Tesla's down just a little bit. McDonald's is down a little bit. Starbucks is down. Nike is up. Energy's turned negative. We'll look at those here in a second here. Let's look at the dollar, see what's going on here. Oops, let's go back up. So dollar's up 15 cents to 92.229. Let me extrapolate that further. Go out to a 5-minute chart and click auto. Sorry about the eye chart. Scroll that out a little bit. You've got the 10-year up a little bit. Come on, chart, catch up. And you've got the 30-year. They're up on the 24 hours though. Brent crude down 48 cents. U.S. light crude down 32 cents. And the dollar's up 15 cents. AMC down 17 cents. GameStop down $2. Get rid of the externals. Go back to 30 seconds. Watch AMC for a minute here. Bitcoin 58,147 and Ethereum 2057. Where's the battle for GameStop going to be today? Is that Ethereum going down? What? What? It breaks there, might go down to 2042-ish. Yeah, pretty much right where it's at right now. GameStop $1.63. What's Boeing doing? $250.16. Get a better look at volume here. 250.32, so now I'm positive. Again, my average price on this, I have 700 shares now at 250.25. So we gave it another run here. So it depending on what it does, I'll have no problem buying more shares as it comes down, which is what I did there. We start out with 250 shares. Now we're up to 700 shares, which is more than my initial buy. As it heads back south just a little bit here. Tesla, so we might let this stew just a little bit. S&P is starting to turn a little bit. on an old support here from a couple hours ago, almost, or an hour and a half ago. VIX 17.2. Dow up 77. Turn north a little bit. Let's look at that real quick. Nice turn there for the Dow. Nice turn. Auto, sorry. Boy, he's just hugging that line. Well, on 30-second line. Go to a 3-minute, it's going to be well below it, right? S&P still just, that's popping up a little bit. And the NASDAQ down 34, but off of its bottom, right? It bottomed out at where's it at? 13,748 it bottomed out at. Welcome to Boeing Day, right? As I vacillate between ups $88 to down up $2. Boy, the spread on this is just crazy. 25.56, 7-cent spread. 23.37 cents. 24 to 36 cents. 5 cents. I'm right at break even on these shares. S&P looks good. Let's see what just popped up here. Oh, here we go. This should be good. This just came out just a second ago. Boeing says 737 MAX repairs could take a matter of hours or a few days. Notification to operators seen by Reuters. Boeing says also addressing potential electrical issue with undelivered 737 MAX aircraft that are impacted. Notification to operators seen by Reuters. So that literally just came out less than a minute ago. What do we got left here? Up $17. S&P, VIX. Dow up 71, NASDAQ down 21, S&P up 4. Again, we've got a mix on the day of ups and downs. Comcast down quite a bit, actually down 3%. Oh, I got a day trade Comcast. I got to pay for my cable bill. Not my cable, my internet. I don't have cable. I pay $90 a month for Comcast using their auto pay program so that I get 1 gigabit per second speed. But I am on the pre-order list for Tesla's for Starlink. So I already put my $100 deposit down. They're going to open it up. It says sometime later this year to me. I should be able to, I'll get that installed. And I will keep both connections going as a test and see what happens. Oh, there we go. Thanks, Boeing. 250.50. You know, again, this should. Got to buy on a 1 minute. Yep, got to buy in a 1 minute. Not on the 3 minute though. Yeah, still operating on a sell on the 3 minute. Patience. Must have patience with this stuff. You know, and that's a good question. What do you do with it? You know, and that comes into, don't YOLO your whole bankroll. Don't take your entire bankroll and say, well, yeah, I can buy 2,000 of Boeing, 2,000 buy, and then it goes down. And when it goes down, you need twice the effort to get back to even. You know, if it goes down 10%, you need 15% to get it back. So you got to be careful and hold reserves. And then when you're profitable, take some money off the table. Like right now. Up $137. Got a doji there. But everything else is looking greenish. Check news real quick. Goldman Sachs adjusts Prudential Financial's price target. Analyzing Cohen adjusts price target on Delta to 53. There's 250.61. All right, let's go, Boeing. So again, we've got 700 shares of Boeing at a cost basis of 250.25. 250.25, and we're scalping today. There you go, nice push. 250.80, there we go. Come on, get back up to 251. Let's go. You know you want to. You know you want to come all the way up to here. You know you do. So just do it. Get it over with. There's a buy signal on the 3-minute. And again, I'm checking the buy signal on the 3-minute, decide how many shares do I take off as profit and book profit now, right? So I've got 200 shares ready to take off and book profit. Okay, S&P just dipped a little bit. Hold on a second here. VIX didn't move. Dow didn't really move. NASDAQ, a little bit. S&P, a little bit. Okay, hold on here. 200, 250.72. Okay, I just took 200 shares off at 250.54. Got 500 left. Let's see what it does here. Big drop. Yeah, I think we're out here. Let's see, 250. What we got? You got 500 here. We got news. Hold on. Union appears headed to defeat an Amazon election. Okay. We knew that yesterday. Missed it. Still have 500. I put an order in to sell all 500 at 250.35. Did not work. I'm gonna cancel that. It's canceled. So again, I took 200. I took 200 off of profit at 250.54. NASDAQ down 27, Dow up only 48 now, S&P up 2. Getting slightly duller over here. We'll get those out at 250.54. So I'm glad. So again, this is why. You know, I was ready to sell all 500 shares at 250.35. Saw this flattening out on the S&P down below here just a little bit. Let's see if it's going to push again. So again, I took off a profit at 250.54. I had an order to sell the other 500 250.35. I backed out of that order once I looked at the S&P. It still would have been profitable by 10 cents on 500 shares, so $50, right? But now it jumped back up. So I canceled that order to sell when it started to bounce right back up again, and now I'm still holding. So I still have 500 shares. The cost basis on, because I took 200 off, my cost basis is now 250.136. So 250.136. or 250.13 is my cost basis now. So I'm up I took a couple $100 off of that. I made a couple $100 on that one. And then I'm up about 189 on this one here. As I think we're gonna pull a cord here. 545, sell, boom. Come on, fill me. Come on. Seriously, you're gonna do that again? Get them. I have an order in at 250.45 to sell all 500, and I ain't gonna get it. Darn it. Cancel that. Let's hold. So. Alright, what we got here? I gotta change my default. $250.30, 31. And we're out. Okay, just sold the other 500 at 250.31. So 250.31 minus 250.13, 18 cents. So that was $90 of profit on that last set, and it should have held it. But it's risky, right? Look at the S&P. S&P is about to turn negative on the day. NASDAQ, the VIX climbing up just a little bit. The NASDAQ is down 38 and the Dow is up 42. I'm happy getting out of 31 cents. This is volatility that's flat. It's hard to make money in this when you got the sentiment in the market starting to turn towards a negative. So I have no more Boeing shares. Probably made about $1,000 on that today. Right around there, give or take. See what Exxon coming back a little bit. Flat. Where's my option at? $100. Do I make a third run on Boeing today? I don't know. So scalping can be hard, man. You got to be Johnny on the spot. You got to be finger ready to go. Sometimes I miss my fills because I'm providing liquidity to get lower fees because the amount of trades I do when I'm in scalping mode versus just swing trading or holding. But we had what did we have at work there times 250. We had $175,000 of Boeing at one point at 700 shares. Now I have 0. So I have not made a losing trade in Boeing yet today. And altogether, how many orders is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 orders on the buy and the sell on Boeing today. And let's see here. $250.27 is when I bought in last time. I bought 150 at 250.27, 150 at 249.94, 150 at 250.06, sold 200 at 250.54, sold 500 at and then sold 500 at 250.31. And I should have held it. Who cares? I already made $1,000. What do I care now? I don't own it. All right, S&P starting to come back again. It's up 1. Dow's up 50. Palantir, how you doing? You're doing. Tesla. Again, don't forget you have options expiration today. So GameStop, 167.80 down 246 off of its bottom though. Where did it bottom out at? 166.19. And AMC, again, GameStop's options are on the $5 increments. AMC options are every 50 cents. So 950. So you're looking at 950, or 10 on AMC. It only got up to 974 today. It got down to as low as 955. So this range tells me that the battle is probably going to be for 950. And I saw some more posts on Reddit yesterday. What did it say? The hedgie stole our $10 from us, or this is the other day, maybe Wednesday, and couldn't get it to close at $10. It didn't matter. Options don't expire in the middle of the freaking week. So we were all there, though. If they were on my channel, they would know this. They would have this stuff explained to them. Maybe in a way that they would understand. All right. So it looks like the battle is going to shape up for 950 on AMC. It got down only as low as 955, though. But it did hit in pre-market. It hit... where did it hit in pre-market? Hold on. 958 in pre-market. So it's got a chance to stave off a battle for 950. It looks like the sellers aren't interested in driving it down below that. Although these sell candles at the beginning, that's just regular stuff. It wicked down to 955 about a half hour after it opened, or about 6 minutes after it opened. And then grabbed some support. Looking about 959 right now. Yeah, that's probably a pretty good support level there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 or 7 times at that level before it bounced back up. So you're looking decently, at least right now, but you still got lunch and everything else going on. Should have held my Boeing. Look at this. Stupid trader. Stupid trader. I made money up here. So again, you can look at this and you say, okay, is it going to form a new support level here? Or is it going to come back down and look and buy again at 250.36, somewhere around there? Or is the buy range now 250.15? What's it going to do? It just bounced off of that one. Let's look at the 3-minute. Let's close the externals. I'll leave the external on for a second. Get a better look at the chart. Still operating on a buy signal from 20 minutes ago on the 3-minute. Scalping. We're scalping. So good. So that was some decent money. That was about $1,000 we made. I'll take that all day long. All day long for less than an hour's, for about an hour and a half of work, right? What's that come out to? $600 an hour, somewhere around there. And my retirement account's up. My cash account is up. Margin account, whatever you want to call it. Okay, I can put that back down here. All right, 251.04, huh, Boeing? S&P's crawling back. Dow's now up 75. Nasdaq's up, or down 23. S&P's up 3. Got a mix of stuff going on there. Tesla. I forget what the option chain is. Is Tesla? Is it $10 on them for options? I'll tell you in a second. $2.50. So options expiring today on Tesla. Oh, excuse me. Oh, stretch. Are at $2.50 increments on Tesla. Boeing options are also at $2.50 increments. Boing, boing, boing. We got 3 minutes on the Bollinger Band. So let's see how solid was this buy signal. Below the 200 period, below the 180 and 200 period. Again, each candle represents 3 minutes. So the green is 50 3-minute candles. Blue was below the red though. We weren't in an oversold. We're getting close to an overbought though, from where it's at right now. And again, emotional level, right? 251 on an emotional level. The 1 minute's got a solid buy signal. Well, not really. It would have crossed here. Yeah, this one right here. Look at that. Yeah, where it crossed here. So 250.26. And what did I sell at? 31. I sold at 31 right before it went back up again. Dope. But I was profitable. The cost basis on those were at 13 cents, 250.13. So you can go back after your trades, and while you're looking at something to do, if you keep a log, you should keep a trading journal of what you have, and then you can also, if you're in between trades and you don't have anything at risk right now, you can go back and review, right? And you go back and look at your rules, and you look at things and say, okay, should I have sold at the point that I sold, right? So 250.31, and that was at 44 minutes and 27 seconds. So 44 minutes. Is a 3-minute chart. Oh, let me drop it down. It's 44. Hold on. 10:44:27. So 44. We're looking for 44.30. Right here. So this is where I sold, and the reasoning behind that on a 30-second chart is this red candle is below this one. It didn't reach those though, so it didn't breach these, but at that point I was profitable and the S&P was starting to head down again, right? So I missed this upswing here. I could have captured more profit, but even when I sold here, keep in mind, I did not sell at a loss. I sold at a profit. Every trade I've made today has been at a profit. I haven't taken a loss on anything. And we went in 500 shares of Boeing, sold those at a profit, about 600 and some odd dollars, 700 almost. And then 700 shares and made, I think, 400 or so. So we're up over 1,000 on the day. So again, emotional level 251, we just talked about it. So now will it come back on a 30-second chart? Let's look at the 1 minute. It's been more, you could rode this 50 on the 1 minute. Still a little bit early to take solid advice on this, but because you're not seeing where it's coming down at. Now you got a skinnier Bollinger Band coming in here. So it's starting to see this. It's starting to thin out. But look what happens to your volume though. You're losing your volume. So we're running out of people that want to day trade this volume. We're over half the volume in an hour and a half of trading here. So 6.75 divided into 12.39. So in an hour and a half, you got 54% of the volume already trading, but the volume has been decreasing the entire day. Now that can be good or bad. That could be when it goes to lunch, the retailers come in and this thing goes boop, 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 all the way up to 253 during lunch. Could happen. Or it could go do 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 do. Sound effects. 249.90. Or it can do that, right? What's the low on the day here? 249.44 is the low on the day. But again, so if you're scalping this stuff, I'll look at everything. right before I tell you guys I did a trade, watch my eyes and see if I go like this. And what I'm doing is up in this corner here, I've got a 15.6-inch monitor that is showing me the S&P 500 index on the top right here, and it's showing me the VIX, which is the volatility index, on the bottom. And I'm looking at the look at how level this VIX is, right? So you know what all this is? This is people taking care of their options contracts for the day. So they've got stuff that expires at 1 o'clock, and you got an hour and a half before it closes, and the market makers and the brokers are like, all right, what's this guy going to do? Okay, we're going to have to sell him out of his position, or he can't cover it. He doesn't have enough money in the account, and you're starting to get emailed and stuff like that. And what are you going to do with your option? You're going to close them out. You got people with weeklies that have bought options this morning that are now looking to close them out. And so that's why you see the VIX not really doing anything, and the S&P is up 1.8 on the day. Dow is up 71. NASDAQ is down 36, and you just got these channels forming. But look at that trend on the S&P. If you take a look at where we opened at, yeah, ran up a little bit. Now you've got a steady channel coming down. Oh, there goes Boeing. Darn it. I don't own any, but I wish I held it. Shoot. Missed it. All right, I should have held that, huh? So, but again, I made $1,000. You can go back and say, you shouldn't have sold it. Absolutely, you can question every single trade you've ever done, and this one I should have held. You're right, I should have held it, but I'm already profitable on it. Now, will I buy it back at this level? No, I'm done with it for the day. I think that does it. I'm just gonna stare at it and say, there go my attendees. Oh, that would have been a good run. What 500, 250, 31 minus 251.27. 96 cents. 500 would have been another $480. All right, hey, we will be back for Power Hour. So we'll be back at 11:30 today. So we'll be back for that as well. And we're still here though. Well, that's weird. Let me see something here. All right, let's see here. Bitcoin. So again, we've got the Dow up 83 now. Nice little turn here to the positive for the Dow. Let's take a look at that one here. So nice turn off the bottom here. A little bit of quick consolidation, quick retest of resistance and support. Blew through its resistance here to the upside, and now that's heading north. S&P is up 3.4. Again, another decent bounce off the bottom. Retest on the retest of support. It didn't come down to this level over here, so that's certainly good news. We'll see when it comes back down again. And the NASDAQ is down 30. Again, channel bound a little bit, but definitely off of its bottom of that 13,748. So that's definitely a good sign. A good sign there. Look at some movers. Nvidia down 47 cents on the day. Microsoft up 79 cents. Intel up 50 cents. Ford flat on the day. GM down 18 cents. Caterpillar down $1.22. Boeing down 1.5%. That's all based on the 737 MAX having an electrical issue where they have to check all the connections to check a ground to one of the electrical components on the airplane. So you have all the airlines basically pulling them out of service by tail number that Boeing is sending them. Although you would guess that the airlines are probably over the next week going to pull all of them off and check all of them anyway. Southwest is doing that. Alaska pulled all 4 of its 737s, and so that's why Boeing, the stock is down. But we've traded that a couple different, 2 times already at 500 shares and 700 shares on the scalp, just riding the wave here. That's turned out okay for us. AMD is down, made about $1,000 or so. AMD is down 16 cents. Apple is up 21 cents. Tesla on the day, significant just down pressure on this thing all day long. After coming up to a peak here, 680.51, 680.97 is what it got up to. But again, it's been down the entire day, so down to 671.43. Again, those shares trade at $2.50 increments on the options chain. Rocket down 12 cents. Palantir up 39 cents. Again, we scalped on that one yesterday, made about 600 bucks. GameStop down $4. ARCX, which is the Space Exploration and Innovation ETF, is down 12 cents today. I no longer own that one. I swing traded that last couple weeks. AMC is down 15 cents to 963. And again, the battle for AMC today is going to be at probably the 950 level. It only got up to 974. It did not breach the 950 level. So it's been channel bound between 955 and 974. And the options chain on AMC trades on 50-cent increments. So it's going to trade, the options that expire today are going to expire at $9.50, $9 or $10. What time did they hit that at? About an hour after open, they hit 974. Well, actually, right after it opened is when it hit that. Tried to get back up to where? 972, and it didn't hit it. It didn't hit the top of these 2 wicks here. So interesting stuff going on with them. Palantir up 38 cents now. Could have scalped that. (1.65%). Okay, 251.27 on Boeing. Nice little run here. I should have held it. I should have held it. You moron, you sold and you could have held. I already made my money on this stock for the day. I don't have any more Boeing. I bought in 500 shares and I bought in 700 shares and I sold all of it at profit on both turns on the trade. And you can go back and you can hear the play-by-play, as it were. Will I make another run at it? Look at the VIX and the S&P. Let me look at the Dow here. Why gold's worst quarter in 4 years doesn't signal the end of its bullish run. Okay. Again, PPI up 0.6% greater than what they thought. Wholesale inventories increased by 0.1% today. Let's look at gold. We can look at gold. Look at the daily. Let's look at the daily metals charts. All right, so daily. On the gold, 1743, down $12 today. Right at its 50-day moving average. This is a daily chart on gold. So this green does represent a 50-day moving average. The white line represents a 180-day moving average. The red represents a 200-day moving average. So when it broke its 200, told you to sell, right? Now it's riding its 50, and will it break its 50? It is. Look at this. This is right there at its 50-day moving average. The channels that I drew on this back in December, I left them there only, because I didn't want to extend them, because I never would have remembered when I drew them. That's why they're left the way they are. I guess I could do a text note and I could write in here, hey, 26 November, or looks more like the first week of December. Probably this one. Probably the first week of December is when I drew this one. And you could kind of extend that one out. But again, you would have had to have done new due diligence at this level up here and then drew your channels, but it's not listening to its channels. But the trend has been which way? Since August of last year, it's been down since August. You're at 2061, so you're 1746. Divide into 2074. And since August of last year, gold is down 15.8%. Is this a new bottom? Well, the chart would suggest on a daily trend that these red candles here did not exceed and break this one. It's like right there, 1677. So it came back down once, or it came down to this level and bounced, hit it again, and bounced. So where is our new support level? 5,200. Because you're at the 50 right now. So is it going to break this, or is it going to go back down again? If it goes back down again, will it retest here, or will it only come down to 60? Will it come down to 1,700? So the science and the emotional guess would say, yeah, it's going to drop down into that $1,700 emotional level on a retest, and then if it breaks that 1,700, then you're looking at 1675, 1676 for possibly a retest, or it might come down to this level right here, 80, 1670 or so, and then it may trip another leg down from there. So you've got a little bit of risk here that you can't really listen to what the chart, because now it's got to decide what it wants to do. Now you can go down to a 1 hour. You can say, okay, let's look at the 1 hour, and the 1 hour says, we're above the 50 and the 200, or we're above the 180 and the 200 period average on the 1 hour. We're above we're slightly below the 50 period on the 1 hour. Okay. But the trend line off the bottom, it kind of broke this level here a little bit. So again, could go either way. Is this, look at your volume here. Look at this sell volume on this. And your buy volume was pretty good on this run, but you got to think that this run here, you got some profit taken here, right? So you got some profit here. Dow up 89, S&P up 3, NASDAQ down 31. The 5 minute chart. Downtrend retest. Already broke these, so if you trade on your 5 minute, you're saying right now, hey, it just broke this level, right? Now we're coming over here, and will it break down on a 5 minute? 1740. Well, we're at 1742 right now. So it's got to decide what it wants to do here. The trend or the candles don't necessarily predict from a technical analysis which way this is going to go. It seriously is a guessing game until you go out to the daily and you say, hey, it's about to bounce either above its 50-day moving average or it's going to come up to this resistance level and trend back down again. So I would look for a break above this 50, and if it breaks above this 50, the last time it broke above the 50, came right back down less than a week later, below it. So 2-3 days in this range. Hold on a second. Broke it. 4 days later, came back down. Broke it slightly. Next day, came back down. Hasn't seen it since. Be a little bit risky on that one. That might be a little risky. Okay. Palladium, 2636. Different story here. Let's go to the daily. Different story on Palladium. See that? Above its 50 and 200 average, comes right back down. Bounce. Look at this. Bounce, 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 bounce. Right? So at some point, it's going to come back and retest this. Platinum, 1198. Solidly above. Again, it's been hanging out this $1,200 range. And silver, yeah, good luck trying to predict what this damn thing's going to do. It's so freaking manipulated by the mints, by the bullion, by the industrial. They're going to choose what price they want it to be at. And because of the industrial uses, it's going to hang at that price. Which is why since August, you got this big ass channel here. Although you could say, hey, it's trending down. It's coming up to it's slightly above its 200-day moving average. I front run using the white line. So the white line is my own 180-day average. And the green is the 50-day moving average. So there you go. That's your metals update. Bitcoin. Up a couple $100. You got a skinnier Bollinger Band here. A little skinnier than the last Bollinger Band back in early March. That could bode well here since it didn't break below its 50-day moving average. Still well above its 180 and its 200-day average. And Ethereum 2066. This thing is just entrenched above this 2000 now. When do we do our last DD on this one? On April, really? On April 1st I did. Okay. And it's been going up since then. So we did do another, we did buy some more though last month, at the end of March, right? 1588.1 I think was my buy. I think so. I just got an email from Southwest Airlines. Hey, book a flight with us. Let's see here. I bought the last 3 months in a row. In January, February, and March, in the third week of each month, I bought some Ethereum. Nice. So looking at my orders here. Yeah, I bought on March 24th. Oh, let me go back over to here. Sorry. There we go. January 22nd, I bought 1.595 ETH at 1246. February, I bought 1 ETH at 1450. And then March 24th, I bought 1.5 ETH at 1588.01. So I've been averaging up since January of this year on Ethereum, plus all the income I get from mining. Which, hey, so I'm running my fans all day long now. I've got 2 turbo fans, and I've got an area above my garage with pull down stairs. You can stand up in it, but you crawl because it's got rafters there. So I'm looking at 1.4 gigahash per second is what I'm running. I got a payout yesterday. I got $142 in here. I'll get another payout in 4 days. And but ETH has gone up. Even as ETH has gone up, I'm making 1.7. So about $3,500 a month is my income producing from mining Ethereum with all my graphic cards. Again, I've got 7 different mining rigs. So these are 7 different computers that I have that are mining Ethereum, and I'll get another payout in another 4 days. This varies anywhere from the low, I think it hit yesterday on a monthly basis, about 1.6 ETH a month I'm earning. And the high was 2.4 last week, near term, because it varies. It depends on how much action is going on with it. Boeing 251, emotional level on that one. So 3,500. I got my last electrical bill. Matter of fact, I'll go get that. You guys look at the workers. We'll open up my electric bill. I think I already opened it. I know what it is, but I'll show you guys. It's bill pay day. So I have to renew my pet license for my dog. I've got my water bill, my sewer bill, and confirmation stuff. All right, electric bill. Anybody remember what my electric bill was last month when I did this? So we're running this number right here, 3547. I can show this to you. Let's see what it shows. Okay, I can cover up the account number. All right, last month the electric bill was $811. $811.80 was the last bill, and this one, hold on, I think I can show it. Aha, here's a good way to fold it up. It's pretty good. Doesn't show my account on there. Okay, so last month, you'll see last month, this month, $765.57. So down there on the bottom. So we went from $811.80 to $765. So $765 divided by $811. So that's about minus 1, 5.6% less electricity. And because I didn't run the heat, or I didn't run the fireplaces either. So $765.57. So we take 765.57, and I divide that into my 3547.88, And my electric costs to mine Ethereum represent 21% of my revenue. So 21% of my revenue. So by mining, 78% is all profit. My profit margin on mining for this month is 78%. That's my profit margin for mining, because the card's ROI long ago. So the only expense I have ongoing is maintenance if I have to replace fans for the most part. But my bill will go up next month because it's going to start getting warmer, and so I've got to run my fans. I don't run them overnight. I turn them off overnight, but I run them pretty much 11 hours a day. I've got 2 turbo fans that push the air out the vents. It just sucks the heat up out of the house, or out of the area that I have my miner set up in. So 7 miners, so I'm running about 78% profit margin on those. So that's pretty good for the month. So we'll close that off and go back to Bitcoin and Ethereum. So would I buy more Ethereum? Good question. My chat doesn't seem to be working. Oh, there we go. That was weird. Okay, there we go. All right, it's back. I don't know. I've got to look at, what's the third week? Third week is next week, kind of, right? 1, 2, 23rd, 24th. So 2 more weeks. This is the area I've been buying it. Now, because the first 2 days were on a Thursday and Friday, will that period this month be here? So in other words, will Ethereum pull back again in that third week of the month? All right, look at the pullbacks here. Let's go January. I bought in this range. I bought in this range. I bought in this range, right? So each time it's formed a new leg up. Boom, 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 boom. So now we broke these. We broke this support level, or this resistance level up here at 2100 or so. So now we'll see where that's going to go. 250.70 now on Boeing. So it's dropped down a little bit. Now I'm looking like a genius again. No, I should have held it for more profit, is what I should have done. I got to close that door. Hold on a second. I'm getting a little chilly. And I think for tomorrow here, I don't know what the high is for today. Hey, Alexa, what's the high temperature for today? There we go. Let's see here. Weather. Let's just go to Como. That's not. Como News here, Cairo 7. And weather. 1 dead, 4 hurt. Click to interact. You know what? I don't want to do that. So yeah, high of 50 today. High of 49 tomorrow with a low of 32. Sunshine and clouds mixed. Oh, good. And then sunny on Sunday, sunny on Monday. Yay. Look at all that sun coming. Nice. It's going to be beautiful next week. I'll tell you what, I'm moving out of Seattle. But this kind of weather here, when it gets here, very low humidity, it's beautiful. So if you ever get a chance and want to see the mountains like Mount Rainier, you want to visit Seattle and go see all the homeless tents. Riot season is June, so we're coming up on riot season in a couple months. But next week looks like it's going to be beautiful. I'm going to get out on the bike and ride. Fear, we're in the extreme greed. We already talked about those. Amazon shares rise as Alabama workers vote down unionization. I called that yesterday. I wrote on Facebook, hey, Amazon's going to hold. %71% voted no. 3,215 votes were sent in, which represents 55% of the workers eligible, and 71% of them voted no. Why? Because they're smart. They know that if that vote would have passed, Amazon would have fired about half of them over the next couple of years and gone with automation or even more robots. And they may still do that. But they're going to have a nice big party for their employees now. The union's probably going to file a lawsuit against them, but they'll lose that as well. But that's just so all the lawyers can make money. Biden budget calls for new health agent. Why? Higher defense discretionary outlays. Finds $1.5 trillion budget outline calls for new health agency. Why do we need a new health agency? We don't need another freaking agency in the budget in the government. The outline, often called a skinny budget, requests $6.5 billion to launch the Advanced Research Projects Agency for Health, or ARPA. The new outfit would have an initial focus on cancer and diseases like diabetes and Alzheimer's, and ultimately would aim to help drive. Why do we need another agency? Why do we need to spend $6.5 billion What the fuck is HHS then? What does Health and Human Services do? Which is already a whole freaking agency. Why do we need to spend $6.5 billion more on a sideshow? Freaking stupid. This is stupid money. This whole budget is stupid. These idiots want to spend $6.5 billion to launch some advanced research projects agency for health. Well, what the hell is your Department of Health and Human Services doing then, Biden? Let's look at their mission. What does their mission statement say? The mission of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services is to enhance the health and well-being of all Americans by providing for effective health and human services and by fostering sound, sustained advances in the sciences underlying medicine, public health, and social service. So if we have these guys, which is a whole freaking cabinet position, why the hell do we got to spend $6.5 billion more to advance some asinine agency? Freaking morons. They have no idea what they're doing. They're going to crash this economy is what they're going to do. All right. Also calls for, we'll get off my hobby horse now. Budget outline calls for $715 billion for defense, representing a 1.6% rise. $36.5 billion in Title I grants for high poverty schools. In other words, not going to say it. $10.7 billion for fighting the opioid epidemic. I know. Why don't you spend $10.7 billion on criminal enforcement of the drug laws instead? $8.7 billion for the CDC, which has no clue what it's doing, and $2.1 billion to address gun violence. Lobbyists to take away your guns. Why do we need another frickin' health agency? We've got a whole cabinet position, Health and Human Services. We don't need another stupid health agency. Sorry, healthcare is not in the Constitution. If you can point it out to me somewhere, I'll be happy to take a look at it. But we do not need to be spending $6.5 billion for a brand new health agency when we already have Health and Human Services. I hate when they overtax us. I'm all for fair taxation. All for it. All right, 250.70. What did we sell at? 250.31. Broke these. Might come back down there again. We'll see. I might trade this again in Power Hour. I don't know. I might do it shortly. We'll see. Hey, but it's 8:30. Okay, so here's the deal. I will be back. I will be back in 3 hours. And we'll take you into Power Hour and the close. Don't forget options expiration today. If you've got options that expire today, AMC options trade on the 50-cent increments, and it is right now at 9.55. It got down to 9.51 just a little bit ago. So that's the battle, 9.50. Only got up to 9.74. GameStop looking at down $4.95, down $5, 165. We'll see where the battle lines on this one are because it's spec'd out as $5 increments on its options chain. We have companies like Tesla and Boeing are at Tesla options are at $2.50 increments. Palantir 23.90. Market's starting to head back up again. So S&P. Let's go to a 3-minute chart. That's looking pretty good. Oops. NASDAQ off of its bottom. Yeah, channel bound. Definitely channel bound. Sitting here down 11 though. And the Dow up 79. So it's holding its ground too. So that's going to do it for now. We'll be back in 3 hours. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Crypto Sonar. And we'll see you in 3 hours time for market close and Power Hour. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you soon. 3 hours. Bye now.